Hi everyone, my name is Lena Nguyen. I'm a family law attorney. Today we're going to be talking about the pros and cons of a prenuptial agreement. When people walk down the aisle, they hope the union will last a lifetime. However, half of the marriages in the United States end in divorce. Because marriage is not only a romantic relationship, but also a business relationship, many couples sign prenuptial agreements. A prenuptial agreement is a contract that is signed by the parties before they enter into a marriage. It addresses the property and financial rights of each party in the event of a divorce. If you are planning a wedding, it might be a good time to consider the pros and cons of a prenuptial agreement. Here are some points that will hopefully help you come to a decision. Here are some of the pros. Number one, you're forced to discuss finances before you get married. Many couples cite financial matters as a cause of divorce. Discussing a prenuptial agreement is prudent because it forces you to talk about money and how you will handle money in the marriage. While bringing up finances can seem scary to talk about, it opens a direct line of communication on the subject. It also requires transparency, which can bring trust to the relationship. Number two, it can help protect your property. When we are in love, we tend to have on our rosy-colored glasses, which can cause us to be financially stupid. Prenuptial agreements can help clear your cloudy judgment by defining what items each partner will be entitled to in the event of a divorce. Number three, it can help you protect yourself from the debt of a future spouse. Marriage means a combining of financial interests. This means that creditors can seize your property for any unpaid debt, even if it is your spouse's debt. For example, if your spouse enters the marriage with credit card debt and fails to pay, creditors might take money out of your joint bank account to satisfy the debt. A prenup will actually allow you to specify whose property will be used to pay off the debt. Number four, it can help you protect your business. Prenuptial agreements can be used to safeguard your business, especially if you establish your business prior to the marriage. It can ensure that your practice or business is not divided and subject to the control of your former spouse in the event of a divorce. For instance, in January 2019, Jeff Bezos, who is the founder, chairman, CEO, and president of Amazon, and his wife Mackenzie Bezos were seeking a divorce. An area of major concern was the future of Amazon. Because there was no prenuptial agreement in place, this was not an option since they were married before Amazon was founded, Jeff Bezos still could have lost voting control of his $143 billion stake in Amazon. Number five, it can help you protect the rights of children and grandchildren from previous relationships. Prenups are helpful for couples who come into the marriage with children. You may have certain assets you want to make sure your kids will get in the event of your death or divorce. A prenup will make your future spouse aware of your assets, what your kids will receive, and the financial situation going into the marriage. Number six, if you gave up a lucrative career after the marriage, it can ensure that you will be compensated. Sometimes one spouse will give up his or her career in order to support the children and the family. If this is the case, a prenuptial agreement can help ensure that you will be compensated. Number seven, it can limit the amount of spousal support. One of the main reasons the super wealthy get prenuptial agreements is to limit the amount of spousal support. Number eight, it can help you save on lawyer fees in the event of a divorce. Divorce is expensive and it can be incredibly time-consuming. The average cost of divorce in the United States is about $15,000 and on average takes about 1 year to become final. Divorces may begin on the same page, but as time passes, couples start to disagree on significant issues. A properly drafted prenuptial agreement can limit the number of issues you can fight about in your divorce, eliminating a potentially long divorce battle. Here are some cons. Number one, it sends the message that marriage is not forever. Prenuptial agreements can kill the vibe of a romantic fairy tale ending by making it feel like divorce is a possibility. Some people also believe that it is bad luck to plan for the failure of a union before it even takes place. Number two, It can make one or both members of the couple feel like there is a lack of trust. Bringing up the idea of a prenuptial agreement can be uncomfortable for both members, and it's hard to predict how someone will react. It is especially uncomfortable if there is a disparity in income. The spouse bringing up the idea of a prenuptial agreement may also make the other spouse feel a sense of distrust. Number 3, circumstances change. No one has a crystal ball that can foresee the future. Potential issues are hard to predict, and people get sick and financial situations do change. Also, what may seem like an inconsequential compromise now may be more monumental later on. Number 4, you are in the honeymoon phase of your relationship. You may agree to something in your best interest because you are too in love and you cannot imagine the union ever coming to an end. Number 5, you may not be able to claim part of a spouse's business that you helped grow. So if you signed away your rights to a spouse's business in a prenuptial agreement, but you contributed to the growth and the success of your spouse's business throughout the marriage, you may not be able to claim a share of the increased value of the business. In some states, this growth is usually considered divisible marital property. Number 6, legal negotiations can get ugly. Usually lawyers are hired and lawyers are trained to protect our clients' rights. Thus, there's always that possibility that prenuptial agreement negotiations can get ugly and conflict can arise.
Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Also, if you live in Texas and would like a free self-help divorce kit, please check the description box below to sign up.